back at it, baby. We back at it,
Let's
ladies
get
and
it.
gentlemen. Episode 2. You know what it is. My double Val, how you doing, baby?
We back, ready for episode 2, man. Back on a 2-man game pod. You know how it is. What's cracking, George?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, feeling good over here. Love to be doing this right now. You know what it is, 2-man game. You guys could watch us or hear us on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcast. And for the viewers, watch us on YouTube, of course, and subscribe at the button below. You know what I'm saying?
Show love. You know how it is. Show love. We show love back.
Yeah, for right now, Apple hasn't approved our podcast yet, but it will happen momentarily. So give it a few episodes and it's going to be on there. All the episodes are going to be on there from now on. Every Fridays, you'll get it. Thursday night, we record.
And for everybody that has been showing love already, man, we appreciate you guys. You know, we only going to grow from here. Like George said, we right now on YouTube and Spotify, but we will be on and popping everywhere that you listen to your podcast. So IG, we gonna keep posting. Twitter, if you follow us there, man, just keep retweeting, keep liking, keep commenting, man, and we gonna keep interacting with you guys. So let's get it going, baby.
Yeah, so we're recording tonight, August 5th, Thursday, a few days into NBA free agency, and we so excited about all the free agency signings that have been going on and the trades and everything that's been going around the NBA. We love it.
Damn right, man. I know you saw what happened this week, man. I mean, we recorded last week, Thursday, first day of free agency popped off. But I mean, I've been excited ever since because every single day we just seeing brand new news and more trades and more signings. So obviously, man, we're going to get into everything that we got lined up. So let's get it.
Yeah. So for today's episode, we're going to go a deep dive into NBA free agency, go over the top impactful teams that have been going on through this free agency right now. And at the end of the episode, we're going to go over the Team USA win against Australia and their next match, which is the gold medal match against France, which we lost to in the beginning of the group pool stage.
Yep. Big rematch. So you know what that means. Revenge game.
Yep. You know, we got it. There ain't nothing to it. We're going to get another gold medal. You know what it is, man.
Yeah, we picking up that momentum now. So KD, D-Book, Drew Holiday, they got that groove now. So it should be a clean sweep, man.
Oh, no, that chemistry is there too, bro.
Yeah,
that's what they needed. They needed that.
Yep.
So now with the free agency, we're going to start off with our favorite team, the Miami Heat. You know what it is, baby. You know what it is. We made some great
that
moves.
Gear today, boy. I see you rocking that hat, boy.
A little Butler shirt right here.
Yes, sir.
So
speaking of Jimmy, man, I know you saw that extension, dog. 4-year max for the 184, man. How we feeling about that?
My boy got paid, man.
2 times.
That's what he needed.
2 times, man. He got that first contract 2 years ago. Now he just extended. So, I mean, obviously we see what Miami's trying to do, man, and build around him. They re-signed Duncan Robinson, 5 years, $90 million.
Shooter.
That sniper, man. That's just, and we see obviously the biggest pickup of the offseason, Kyle Lowry, man. We got our point guard, our two-way, our shooter. Obviously, it came at the deficit of losing Goran Dragic, man. Obviously, we saw Heat Nation showing love to Gogi, man, the Dragon. Thank you for those 6-7 years that you gave us, man. You took us to the finals. You've been to the playoffs with D Wade. So obviously that was an amazing run, man. But you know, thank you. And he was very grateful for it too, man. He gave his salutes on IG. He thanked us. He knows it's just a business. He know the deal. But moving on to Kyle Lowry, brand, the impact, Jimmy's homie. Like I think this just brings a whole dynamic to the team, bro. This is everything we was missing last year. He can orchestrate the team. Last year, obviously, we saw Jimmy getting tired, bro. Like they got him locking up the other team's best player, playmaking. He was averaging 5-6 assists. I think that was the most assists he averaged in his career. And then now, obviously, trying to shoot, but he's not that scorer. So Kyle Lowry coming in and help him out with all that. Oh man, that's gonna be scary.
No, yeah, man. What I love about Kyle Lowry, man, he's a dog. That boy does not give up. He won't quit on anybody. Anybody that's in front of him, he gonna cover them. Like if it's either Chris Paul or fucking Rudy Gobert, it don't matter. He gonna cover them and he's gonna shut them down, bro.
Yes, sir.
I love that mentality he has too, man. The IQ, bro. He could make plays He could set up plays for people. He could do whatever he wants on the court, bro. I think he's a dog. I think he's a great pickup for us, man.
Exactly, bro. And speaking of dogs, man, we got that dog PJ Tucker. Like he said in the playoffs, man, he's like, we got dogs, bro. And hey, bro, the chemistry and the dynamic we're gonna have on this team, bro. Like you said, Kyle Lowry defense, PJ Tucker defense, Big Bam Adebayo down low lockups, Jimmy Butler lockups, and the sneakiest signing of them all, bro. We re-signed Victor Oladipo for 1 year vet minimum. Another defensive monster, bro. Like that right there, yo, that 1 through 5, I don't see nobody trying to score on that. That Brooklyn, all those 3-point shooters, everything they got over there, I don't care what they got. Miami Heat, we locking all that up this season, bro. Trust.
And we got defensive monsters for sure, man, for sure.
Hell yeah.
And if Victor Oladipo stays healthy, bro, if he shows and improves, I've heard that he's supposed to come back in January. So when he comes back, it's gonna be the second half of the season. Get ready for the playoffs. Hey, he's the scorer that we need, bro. If he's healthy, he could give us 20, 25 points a game, bro, and that would help us out tremendously, man.
Exactly. And that's just another aspect that we were missing. What we were missing last year was playmaking and streaky shooting. And we're going to get the points from Oladipo and the playmaker from Kyle Lowry. And that's just going to free up Jimmy to be that Swiss Army knife, bro. Just come from everywhere and do everything, dog. Rebounds, blocks, steals, buckets here and there. Turn up in the fourth quarter. I mean, man, this season's going to be crazy. Miami Heat snapped this offseason.
Yeah, man. Just like how you said, Kyle Lowry with the playmaking, bro. Once it gets Duncan Robinson going, man, you leave Duncan, like how you said to me before off camera, you leave him in the first quarter and bring him back in the fourth quarter, and that guy gives you straight, like 9 3-pointers a game, bro? Oof. Exactly. Man, we rolling, bro. We rolling.
No, that's going to be crazy, man. And obviously, like we said, man, we ended up re-signing Victor Oladipo because we saw that we missed out on DeMar DeRozan, man. That boy slid to Chicago. What you think about that?
Man, he was talking about on the Club Shay Shay podcast how he don't want to go for money. He want to win. And, he didn't get enough, like, that much money from Chicago. But him saying that he wants to win, but then he goes and signs with Chicago, bro, it's like, bro, like, what are you talking about, dog?
Like, me off too.
Like, bro, come on, man. You're not gonna win with the Bulls, man. Especially in the East, you got Brooklyn, Milwaukee, and now Miami stepping up. Come on, man. He should have signed with the Lakers if he was really trying to win. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, dog. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Speaking of the money, bro, he said he was willing to take less to end up winning some championships, but he signed with Chicago 3 years, $85 million. So obviously he got another bag, bro. I mean, that's a good little change. Chicago got Lonzo Ball out there too, Alex Caruso. So I mean, it's not like Chicago's garbage now, man. Chicago's gonna sneak up on the map. Last year they didn't make the playoffs, but it's not like he didn't go to a little foo-foo team either that's not gonna do anything and just got some money.
Foo-foo lame, bro. They foo-foo lame. Bro, wait, you're gonna go second round, you're gonna play Milwaukee, Brooklyn, or Miami, or Philly. That's it, bro. You're not going nowhere else.
They're not beating those type of teams, but
yeah.
Hey, man, they gonna have some chemistry though, man. Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, Vucevic, and last year we didn't even get to see the whole Vucevic and Zach LaVine because Zach LaVine ended up getting COVID and he missed like 20 games. So really, this is gonna be the first season that we're gonna see Zach, Vucevic, Ball. So I mean, obviously, it might take some games too for them to get together, but I mean, hey, that was a nice little pickup, a great offseason actually for the Bulls. I give the Bulls like a B+.
Oh yeah, for sure. I give them tons of credit. For sure, they'll be a playoff team next year, 5th, 6th seed, but they ain't winning no championship. I'll tell you that.
Nah, for sure. Not with the Heat on the clock, baby. No sir.
Yeah. And talking about championship contenders, boy. I know you saw the Lakers. The Lakers, what I said before about the Westbrook trade and how they should have got a Buddy Hield instead of Westbrook, bro. I take that back now, man. With all these shooters that they signed, putting Westbrook and LeBron as the playmakers, boy, the Lakers. LeBron's about to get his 5th ring, man. I'm telling you, man.
That roster is looking so crazy right now. Like you said, so obviously when we saw that Westbrook signing, we're like, okay, so they got Westbrook, LeBron, AD, but they really got no shooting around them. So that's why I see why you were saying, damn, they should have got Buddy. But bro, they went and got Carmelo. Then they got Trevor Ariza. Then they got Malik Monk, Kent Bazemore, Kendrick Nunn. I mean, they just started snapping, and these dudes are all young. Everybody was talking about, oh, they got all these old heads. They got 5 players, 30-something plus. We saw what LeBron came out on Twitter and said. He posted that tweet and deleted it. Oh, keep that same energy when we get back to the finals or whatever.
Why he deleted? Why he
Right.
deleted?
I don't know,
Come on,
bro.
man. You
Right,
already
because
said
everybody
it.
saw it. Yeah,
Come
and
on,
everybody
dog.
saw it. You got millions of people. As soon as you see post that shit, I mean,
Yeah.
everybody gonna see it. So, and obviously it's already all over social media. So I mean, but yo, I mean, back to the roster, bro. Like that, they got an A+ roster. I don't care what the age look like. They got guys, they got shooters, they got runners. You can mix and match that lineup. Put Russ at the 1, Malik at the 2, LeBron, Melo, AD at the 5, or put Dwight at the 5. And man, I mean, you could just go on and on with that roster, bro. Like this is gonna be a completely different team from last year. Obviously, they are a little bit older, but those young guns and those shooters that they got there, bro. You tell me what you think about that Lakers offseason.
Bro, everybody's talking about their age and how old the Lakers are, this and that, but everybody forgets that Anthony Davis is the prime player of that team, and he's 28 years old. Right. Bro, this guy's going to be doing anything he wants on the court, and especially if they decide to bring Dwight Howard off the bench and Anthony Davis is at the 5, what center is going to be covering Anthony Davis like that? Anthony Davis is going to be scoring at least 28 points per game, bro, doing whatever he wants, a little fadeaway, you know, drive it in, get a little layup, a little dunk, or maybe even shoot the 3 in the corner, you know?
Right. And obviously, I mean, we saw AD last season, but he was a little banged up. So, I mean, we'll see if that carries on to this season or not. Obviously, they had a long off season. Well, he did, you know, they got bounced out in the first round. So they had a little, which they needed because they had a longer season last season. With the short offseason after the bubble and all that. So they were one of the teams, them and the Heat, that didn't really get no rest. So obviously, I mean, he's a monster, bro. Last season, he averaged 21.8 points, 7.9 rebounds, 3 assists, and that's being banged up and tired. Imagine now that he got Russ and he got all these guys around to help him out. I mean, like you said, bro, he's the key piece of that team. And if they run the offense through him and make sure that he's right, I mean, they can go limitless ways with this team right here, bro. This roster is going to be crazy.
No, yeah. And especially how you were talking about how deep they are, bro. Their bench could be the starting 5 for the Sacramento Kings this season. Basically. Like, that's how deep they are in their roster, man.
Basically, man. I mean, and you're going to see that throughout the season. Some games, I mean, these guys going to sit out, rest, and they're going to let these boys run, and they're going to beat the teams like Sacramento's and the Orlando Magics, and they're just going to let these guys go out there and put the B team out there and still win by 15.
Yeah, for sure. Rest of LeBron, like the whole first half, bring him in the fourth quarter. He does what he does, get a little playmaking, give it to Russ, give it to AD, start scoring easily, man, easily.
And also they re-signed Taylor Horton Tucker 3 years. I mean, I wasn't expecting that at all. That was a like THT, man, because teams are trying to basically use him as a trade piece, you know, but they would just use Kyle Kuzma, obviously. But I mean, THT, he might even end up being the starter because he got that wingspan, 2-way defensive guard. Because they're saying that, they got no defense now, but people are really sleeping on LeBron, AD, THT, Trevor Ariza, Dwight Howard. Like,
they got hella defense.
They're forgetting about all these guys. Like, they might be a little old or whatever, but they got these wing defenders. And now that LeBron doesn't have to have all this energy playmaking and he could just let Russ run the show, he's definitely going to be locking up on the other end, bro.
Yeah, for sure. He don't have to play 42 minutes a game, 38 minutes a game. He could dump it down to 30 minutes a game, 35 around there, and just be chilling on the court.
Yep. This is what the ideal roster that he's ever dreamed of, bro. Like, he has, obviously, like I said last episode, Russell Westbrook is going to have to cool it down and control his game because LeBron's not going to handle that. Like, if he sees Russ getting crazy, he's going to want the rock. But this is the ideal player that he's always wanted, like a true playmaker. Kyrie was a scoring guard. D Wade, same thing, a scoring guard, not real playmakers. And that's why LeBron's always been handling the ball as a forward. So, hey, man, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be the Lake Show, and it's about to get serious.
Yeah. And now I want to jump into the Brooklyn Nets, man, because I feel like they had some, like, at least 2 great signings for their team, for their roster. I like Patty Mills, signed for 2 years, $12 million. Patty Mills, bro, he's a dog in San Antonio, man. And, you learn all that stuff from Coach Popovich. You know exactly how to spread out the floor, be a floor general. And he does that with KD, Kyrie, Harden. And then with the signing of Blake Griffin, 1 year, 2.6 million. I think, hey, Brooklyn this year, if they stay healthy, I think they see the Lakers in the finals for sure.
Oh no, definitely. I mean, that Patty Mills signing was probably one of the other sneakiest signings of the offseason, bro. I mean, you see what he's doing in Australia right now. I mean, it's no secret. This is every offseason. He goes and plays and balls out. He's a whole different player in FIBA, man. And this is something that they was missing last season too. Once Kyrie went down, they had nobody ready to go to. They had was that dude Mike James was running the whole offense when Harden and Kyrie got hurt. So if you got to do like Patty Mills, who knows how to really orchestrate and knows the X's and O's about basketball, getting coached from a guy like Popovich, like you said, I mean, that's going to be another good look for them. That's somebody that the Lakers was trying to pick up. So, I mean,
yeah,
we know that's a good pickup right there, bro. And for for that kind of contract, man, that's definitely going to help him out. Obviously, they re-signed Blake Griffin too. That was a good little signing because he was balling out for them last season, bro. I mean, sneaky little averages. We used him on our fantasy team a little couple weeks here and there. So we saw where he was putting a little 8 points, couple assists here and there, bringing up the rock, being that versatile forward that they needed, especially now they lost Jeff Green. So Blake Griffin might actually have to step up a little more this season.
Yeah, no, and exactly what you're saying. Like he only had half a season with them. So now he has a full season to play with these guys. He's going to get that chemistry, he's going to do big things for sure.
Definitely, bro. Who else did they pick up? I think that I saw that they were going for
they got James Johnson. They signed him for a year, 2.6. So that boy, dog, that's like UD. That's like Udonis Haslam. That boy will fight anybody on the court for his boys.
We saw it down here live in Miami, man. I mean, once he got his body right and got in shape, he's another versatile. He's like a Draymond Green, bro. He could do everything. Rebound, play defense. He was locking up Giannis in the playoffs back in the day. So, I mean, that's a good little replacement for Jeff Green. That's a sneaky pickup.
Yeah. No, and he brings that intensity too. He's not gonna back down from anybody. So he could cover one of the big stars on another team if they need him to.
Definitely. For a couple spurts here and there, he's definitely going to be a playoff rotation player for sure. That was a good pickup. I like that. I mean, hey, Brooklyn, they're not playing. They got Kyrie, James Harden, and KD. I mean, their window is right now, so they're obviously going to sign whoever they can to make sure that their roster can keep up with the rest of the league. Like we saw, obviously, this past season, they got knocked out by the Bucks by the slightest of inches. I mean,
Bigfoot KD.
And that was being hurt. Imagine if they were healthy, they could have probably did some things this season. So,
yeah,
I mean, they definitely got to keep up with what's coming, man, because the league is obviously getting stronger. We're seeing all these teams snap. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, KD's window is now. So we saw LaMarcus Aldridge the reports came out that he want to come back from retirement. So who knows if he might.
Hey, shout out to him, man. That would be incredible. He comes back.
Definitely.
He said that it was I don't know the full report, but he said it was something that had to do with his heartbeat. So
it was definitely
that's crazy right there. You wake up one day and you're playing and you feel something off. You're like, oh damn, and the trainer comes and checks you out and tells you what it is. That's a big scare right there. But shout out to him. Shout out to him to trying to come back, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Aldridge, bro, and shout out to the family, man, because family comes first, and that was the main reason why he retired. Because if not, I mean, he would have basically been out there on the team with his guys. I mean, we saw what he was doing out there in Portland, man, back in the day with Dame Lillard. And it would have been nice to see him really have a longer career out there in Portland, bro, because, I mean, he was putting up numbers, 2010 easy. Then he got out there to the Spurs, balling with Tim Duncan and learning from Coach Popovich and them boys, with DeMar DeRozan the last couple seasons. So obviously, man, he was a hooper. He cracked that. Actually, he got to 19,000 something points, bro. He was like right there to the 20,000 club. So I mean, it would be nice to actually see him come back and hit that 20,000 club. He's a Hall of Famer, man. Couple multi-time All-Stars. So shout out to Aldridge for real, bro.
Hey, man, and that spin fadeaway that he did on either side of the basket was little lethal, bro.
That midi was crazy, bro.
Like, no one could cover that, man, and especially he's what, like 7'1", 7'2", bro, and the wingspan of his damn height.
Aldridge was low key underrated, dog. For the career, he averaged 19 points, 8 rebounds, 49 from the field, 32% from the three. I mean, and that's just obviously winding down at the end of the career. But in his prime, he was putting up like 23, 24 points per game. I mean, yeah, bro, that midi, he was a monster. That off the glass turnaround. Yeah, Aldridge was a dog, bro. Shout out to him.
It would have been amazing to see him with Dame up to this point in Dame's career.
Yes.
That would have been insane.
This Damian with prime Aldridge, oh my God, that would have been scary. Like, this is the type of player they've been missing all these years. Like, they've never had a true big. I mean, Nurkic was kind of solid for him, but then he got hurt. So yeah, seeing Aldridge with Dame, prime Dame Dollar, that would have been scary.
Yeah, and so now if he resigns with Brooklyn, just like how he did last season for that few weeks that he was there, if he resigns with them, that's gonna be a good move, no doubt.
Definitely. I mean, what he brings to the table, obviously contribution. So definitely.
Yeah, now flipping over, going to the other side of the bridge where the New York Knicks are at, our rival team, Miami Heat's rival team, one of their rival teams.
Right.
Hey, but I got to give a shout out to them, man. They did some moves this offseason, and last season they made it to the playoffs again, and so long since Carmelo Anthony was there. And bro, hey, they made some moves, man.
No, definitely. I mean, they were one of the few teams this season that had a cap space. So obviously they went out and spent that bread. They re-signed Julius Randle. They gave him a max extension, 4 years for 117. They got Kemba Walker, sneaky little buyout from OKC. We saw what he did back in the day when he was in college. They called him Cardiac Kemba. So that was a nice little pick.
Well, he ain't there yet. He want to be there.
Yeah.
He's not there yet, though. Let's see. But, hey, that would be nice. And especially they got him matched up next to Evan Fournier, who signs for 4 years, $78 million. Hey, that'll be a good backcourt right there.
Nice little pickup. And Fournier putting up numbers, too. We seeing what he's doing, too, in the Olympics for France. So we're going to see that boy on tomorrow in USA. So Evan Fournier, that was a good little pickup. And actually, he got his teammate with Kemba. They were just both out there in Boston last year. They re-signed D Rose 3 years, gave him a nice little contract.
My dog D Rose, man.
D Rose been hooping, bro. He's been putting up some consistent numbers across the board. Last season, I think he averaged like 16 points, 5 assists for them boys coming off the bench. I mean, D Rose is a monster, bro. Chicago was trying to pick him back up, but they ended up getting Lonzo Ball. So obviously that worked out in their favor. But I mean, yeah, the Knicks, shout out to the Knicks, bro. They finally back on the map, bro. Obviously, the Knicks is in New York City. I mean, like people say, it's good for the NBA when the Knicks are good.
Yeah, for sure. When the Madison Square Garden is on and popping,
hell yeah.
Everybody loves that place.
Home teams, away teams, it's just a crowd, dog. Like, you could feel it through the TV just watching it down here. You see Madison Square popping. You saw when Trae Young was up there in the playoffs. I mean, that just looks fun, bro. Like, that looks crazy.
Yeah, man. Hey, but with Julius Randle, I honestly think he left a lot of money on the table with this deal, bro.
Really?
I think he deserves more, no doubt, man. I think he left a lot, and obviously so they could have the money to try to get other players or something like that. Maybe like a sign and trade. But yeah, I think he left a lot of money on the table for sure.
I mean, he got bread, bro. 4 for 117. That's like 30 a year. I mean, he's a max, but I don't think he's like a number one option max. Like, I think you still need another dog on that team to really get you to the finals. I mean, they're a good playoff team. They'll be a good playoff team. So I think that was a reasonable contract for him, bro. Like, I mean, yeah, he was all NBA this season, I believe, and he was definitely an all-star, first-time all-star. So he definitely did work out there in the Knicks. So I think it was a solid contract.
They need to give him more money, man. Give that man more money. He put
the Knicks got the
map,
money,
bro.
Yeah, the Knicks definitely got the bread. You right. He took him to the playoffs. He was the reason for that. You right.
Yeah,
right.
man. This guy balled all year, most improved player, first-time all-star, and took him to the playoffs since Carmelo Anthony was there back in 2011, 2012. Come on, man. You got to give that man more money.
You're right. I mean, hey, shout out to Coach Thibodeau too, man. He got out there and he changed that whole culture up. I mean,
yeah, for sure. He was
definitely, coach. He was definitely probably one of the main reasons why they flipped around, and because that was a defense first team. I think they were top 3 in defense all year round. So I mean, they definitely did work this season, man. It's going to be exciting to see what they could do this season with this new roster. Because obviously, I mean, getting these guys in, you taking the ball out of Julius' hand and you taking the ball out of RJ Barrett's hand. So it's going to impede RJ Barrett's development. It would have been nice to see, him still grow, but it's going to be a fun team, bro. They got some nice little names on his roster.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But staying with the East, man, there's something that really bothered me about free agency this year. Why in the hell did Andre Drummond sign with the Philadelphia 76ers,
Yo,
bro?
I didn't get
Why?
that signing at all, bro. Like it doesn't match the roster, the archetypes. It was like Dwight Howard last season. I get it. It's a little backup big, but yo, the whole Ben Simmons situation going on, and they didn't get zero shooters. You just addressed it with another center that can't do anything. Mind you, we saw the rivalries and everything that Joel Embiid and Drummond went through last season. I mean, Joel trolling Drummond after every game and in the games and all that stuff. So, I mean, yeah, that Drummond situation was. I don't see Philly getting back to where they was, man. I mean, they just got knocked off by the Hawks in an embarrassing manner. Like it wasn't even like a good fight. You feel me? They just got beat by. You can't even say the better team because they were the better team.
No, they were the
So
best team. They were the best team
They were
compared
the
to
number one
Brooklyn.
seed. So I mean, yeah, like I mean, the defense was there. They just couldn't match it up with the points and the buckets. And speaking of that, I mean, Ben Simmons, we seeing that he hasn't even, the reports are out that he's not even answering Joel Embiid's text messages. He cut off connections with the whole organization. And I mean, he clearly saying, peace out. Y'all don't fuck with me. I'm gone. So
I'm gone, man.
He put out apparently he want to go to the Warriors, and obviously that's a super great fit. I mean, you got the two best shooters in the league, and then that's exactly what you need around him. But he's just another Draymond. So I mean, I don't know. Are they gonna swap out him and Dre? I mean, we obviously have to see how that would work out. But I mean, he's obviously done with Philly, but we're gonna see what happens there. So that,
Imagine a pick and roll with Ben Simmons and Andre Drummond. Be like they lob it up to Drummond, and Drummond's like, oh, damn, my bad. Oh, I didn't know where it was going. I thought that was going to someone else.
I thought it was for Embiid behind me.
Yeah, man, so, that's gonna be weird, man. They should have signed somebody else, man. And in Drummond's aspect, he should have gone to a team that really needs him, bro. Like,
exactly,
come on, man.
Because apparently, the reason he didn't sign with LA is because he wanted more money. And then we see he goes to Philly for a 1-year minimum. I mean, yeah, that was just crazy. I don't
1 year, 2.4. That's the veteran minimum, right?
Yeah, that's the vet, man. So obviously he, excuse me. That's how I feel about that. But obviously he had no other options on the table if that's what he went for. And they didn't sign it. They just signed Danny Green, another 2-year, $20 million deal.
I think that was good for them, though.
Yeah. Obviously, they need that shooter, and what he provided for them this offseason was what they needed, you know.
And he's good defensively, too.
Definitely. Yeah. But, I mean, they still haven't addressed their main problem, which is somebody that could create their own shot, bro. Like, they don't have no shot creator, no mid-range shooter, no bucket getter. Like,
it's got to be Ben Simmons, dog. It's got to be him. He's got to get his confidence up. He has to make those shots. He has to take the shots. Not even like if you don't make them, all right, I get it. You know, like you miss some, you make some. But if you're not trying to take the shot, man, yo, what are you doing out there, dog? Come on.
It all starts with that. I mean, and obviously we saw what his game is. We know his game is transition, defense, and passing. But like you said, bro, once he gets to that, we've seen him in practice. He has that turnaround midi. He has that floater game. He just doesn't do it in games, bro. We don't know what it is, but something's got to change.
Mental aspect.
He's the X factor, definitely, because we saw that roster works with Tobias Harris still there, and he's an underdog, bro. He's been putting up 20 for like 3 seasons straight. I mean, they have the roster, they have the tools, they have the coach. Doc Rivers did solid this season. He did solid, you know. He did what he had to do, but
that man cannot adjust, man. That man cannot adjust to the game. This guy will run the same plays, the same game plan through the first 3 quarters, and then you saw it in the playoffs. They're in the first half, they're up on Atlanta by like what 20 something. They come back the third quarter. Atlanta comes back with a 16-0 run, 18-0 run, and he doesn't change up the game plan, makes no adjustments. Come on, man. You've been coaching in the league for so long, and you played in the league too. How are you not going to know how to adjust to these teams, man?
Right. Hey, you're right, bro. I mean, I don't know what they're seeing out there. I guess they just got that much faith in Ben Simmons and Joel and what they can do. So they trying to run that shit until they get it. But if it's not working, bro, you got to adjust. You got to make changes.
Yeah, man. I don't know. But
that was one of the weirdest moves.
Yeah, for sure. Sticking with Atlanta, though, man, shout out to them for giving TRYIN the extension of 5 years, $207 million, giving John Collins the contract that he should get 5 years, $125 million. You know,
definitely. Definitely one of the biggest controversials free agents of the offseason. I mean, they were talking about trading him for the last 2 seasons, trying to see what they can get for him. They didn't know if he was going to fit alongside Trae Young. We saw obviously in the beginning of the season there was rumors of him and Trae Young had beef. They weren't getting along, this and that. Obviously Trae Young didn't get along
Media
with the coach.
speculation.
I mean, we saw it. That's why they ended up firing the coach too. And then they got Nate McMillan in here, and then he did what he had to do and got that team together.
But you know how players is, man. You know, you play ball on the street court and stuff.
Right.
Like you're gonna get in fights with your boys just because everybody's trying to win. And some people have one argument, another person has another, but that doesn't mean that they don't get along.
Right. No, yeah. All the personal stuff aside, bro. Hoops is just hoops. So I'm glad they were able to work that out and give him that 5-year max extension. So yeah, man, Trae Young, John Collins, and what they got out there. They still got Cam Reddish. They still got Bogdanovich. They got a nice little squad out there, bro. They re-signed Lou Will on the low for that 6
man like Lou Will. Man like Lou Will. Man, I saw that he was trying to go to. I saw there was a tweet that he was interested in signing with Miami. Man, I would have loved that, man.
That would have been a nice little pickup too. Yeah, because again, just that little off the dribble bucket getter that we need, man. But hey, shout out to him, bro. He's still in the league, still getting buckets, doing what he do. 3-time sixth man of the year.
Yeah, man. And bro, another team that pisses me off too, man, is the Boston Celtics. Like the only signing that they made was Enes Kanter for 1 year, $2.6 million, and they feel like they need a big man to get all these rebounds and this and that. But every year, like
every year, right, bro? Every season is a big man. I just realized that last season, Tristan Thompson, the season before that, the Morris brothers, and I don't even know who else they got. Robert Williams. I mean, yeah, the big man is not the answer, bro. They got to figure something else out. They keep getting different point guards from Isaiah Thomas, Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker. Yeah, the point guard and the center role, they can't figure it out. They got Tatum and they got Brown. They got their wings, but they got nothing for the point and nothing for the big. And the reports came out too that they're actually interested in bringing Isaiah Thomas back. So
hell yeah, that would be awesome. Bro. I want to see him back in the league. 100%.
With this roster, it might actually be dope, bro. I like that move for them.
Yeah, he could be an ultimate scorer, but I think they should trade Jaylen Brown. In my opinion, I think they should trade him. Keep Jason Tatum there. Trade Jaylen Brown for like two good role players and a pick. Because man, like they're two solid players next to each other, but obviously you can't win a championship with them, and it's been shown. Like it's just two wings doing basically the same thing. I don't know. I feel like they need another.
I think Jalen. They work together. I think those two archetypes together, bro, they just got to fit the right pieces around them. Like we just said, bro, they haven't put the right point guard or the right big next to him. Bro, Jaylen Brown last season put up 24.5 points, 6 rebounds, 3.5 assists, shooting 39% from the three. Like last season, Jaylen Brown took off. Once he got that contract, what he got? He got last year 4 for like 110, 120.
I think 5.
Yeah, they definitely maxed him out. And then, I mean, alongside, he was actually hooping better than Jason when the season started, and then Jason took off, and then Jalen ended up getting hurt. But I think they could work out. They just got to put the right boys around him.
Boston, man. If you're looking, any Boston fans, any Boston coach, GM, whatever, if you're looking at this, trade the man, get some value, trade the man.
I mean, if you trade him, you definitely got to get something crazy back. Like you got to get like, I mean, he's already an all-star, I believe. He already made it. He practiced for Team USA. I mean, he's that type of caliber player. If you put him on a good team, he could definitely be that number 2 for you because he's a two-way. He definitely plays defense.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I'm not discrediting him, the fact that he's nasty. No, he's disgusting. Right. I just don't think it fits well right next to Jason Tatum in Boston. I feel like one of them needs to go so they could bring in other pieces. But you know, if they feel like they two could work out, all right, you'll see you get bounced out by Brooklyn, Milwaukee, or the Heat. But
by all means, as a Heat fan, hey, keep them together. Let them keep moving. Keep it just like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. And we got some other signings here. I want to speak on the fact that Kawhi Leonard has not re-signed with LA, or he hasn't. I don't even think he's taking meetings with other teams. You think so?
I don't think he's taking any meetings, bro. I mean, like we were talking off air earlier, man. Like no other team really has cap space. We know what the league looks like right now. I mean, we know what his intentions are. But there have been reports out there too that next season is going to be his 10th season. And we know how the CBA works. You know, after the 10th year, the NBA's player can get up to 35% of the max. So they're saying that he could sign a 1-year deal and then re-sign again next season as a free agent to get even more money. So, I mean, and we all know Kawhi, even last season when he left Toronto, he took like 10 days to freaking re-sign with the Clippers and stuff. So he's just probably out there just doing his thing. The Clippers probably already know that they're going to get him, but they're not tripping about it because, hey, Kawhi's that type of dude. He's a quiet, low-key, mind his own business type of guy. But it is weird that he hasn't. You would think that if he is going to re-sign, just do it and get it over with.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, man, but I hope he does it, bro. Honestly, I feel like if he was playing in the playoffs, the whole playoffs, and helping out Paul George, they would have been in the finals for sure. I think they would have beat Phoenix 100%.
Definitely. I mean, we saw Paul George put up 35, 40 on them boys a couple games. He just needed, like you said, he couldn't do it by himself. Phoenix was a better team that series. They were the healthier team that series. I mean, in reality, bro, this whole playoffs and this whole season that just passed was all about health. Obviously, Phoenix and Milwaukee were two great teams, but if the whole NBA was healthy, it would have been Lakers. It would have been Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. It would have been them two boys. I mean, so this season, this is going to be the real season right here, man. Like all the good teams got rest. We saw the signings. Hopefully there's no shutdown. Hopefully everything goes smooth. And I mean, this season is going to be
COVID, man. COVID.
Yeah, man, it's getting crazy already out there, bro. So again, hopefully everybody stays healthy and we can push through this season, dog, because it's going to be a fun ride.
Yeah, speaking on Phoenix too, shout out to them for re-signing Chris Paul to 4 years, 120 mil. I think that was
great got that for bag, boy.
Yeah, man. I think it was great for both sides, honestly. Yeah. I think the leadership that he brings and the IQ and the defensive mentality that he has, I think is perfect for Phoenix. And then for him, that team is young, they're hungry, and he could help them out. They could help him out, and maybe they could get a ring down the road.
Hey, like you said, bro, he's the reason that Phoenix got to where they were last season, man. I mean, we saw what they did in the bubble the season before. They went on that 8-0 run. You know, they were getting kind of hot with D-Book and them, but Chris Paul is the reason and the leader and the engine behind Phoenix and when they got to that final. So obviously that contract, you know, that was showing him love and appreciation and right off into the sunset with that one, man. We saw the reports that he was that boy, he's going to retire with over $446 million in career earnings.
Money.
That moolah, baby. I mean, Chris Paul got the bag. So hey, shout out to him, man, for doing his thing his whole career, bro.
One of my favorite players of all time, hands down.
Definitely, man. All around, on and off the court.
Yeah, man. So all these free agent signings, you know, we're super excited about. I know you guys are super excited about it. I'm pretty sure there's way more trades to be done in the next week and the next few weeks until the start of the season.
Yep.
Right now, we want to jump into Team USA. We're about to play France again for the gold medal on Friday at 10 o'clock. That's going to be epic. Buval, you going to watch that?
Well, you know I'm staying up for that. My sleepy ass. I gotta watch USA get that gold, bro. Like you said, that's the rematch game. We saw what France did to us in that qualifier match, bro. They put that pound into our chest, bro. Evan Fournier came out and dropped 28. Rudy Gobert was out there doing his thing, dogging us. So I mean, but we've been seeing the momentum the last couple of games from Team USA, bro. They've been KD been dropping 23, 28, 29. Devin Booker, Jason Tatum putting up buckets.
KD so, looking like a monster, boy. Yeah,
looking like the best player in the world right now, bro. Yeah, so obviously man. They just got to go out there tomorrow and do what they've been doing, man, to show everybody that, hey, we are the best country in the nation when it comes to hoops, dog.
USA, USA, USA.
Let's get it, dog. So, I mean, it's definitely going to be fun. I just hope it's a good game, no blowouts. You know, I want to see a nice competitive match. Hopefully, you know, and we come out up top, get that goal, baby.
Yes, sir. So now we're going to transition into our NBA trivia segment. You know what it is. Buval won last week. I got to come back and get that crown. I got to steal that crown from him. You know, it can't go down that easy, right?
I don't know, dog. I know my shit, dog.
All right. Since you won last week, I'm going to let you go first, princess.
I bet. I ain't gonna make it too hard. You feel me? You know, last time I feel like it was a little, you know, something out of your
realm. Yeah.
Feel me? So, who was the first player in NBA history to get voted NBA MVP with a unanimous vote?
Steph Curry.
Oh, okay,
water.
okay.
That was water, boy. That was water.
Okay, I thought. See, when I first saw the question, I thought it was Jordan, but like I was debating between them two because I knew it was something about Curry. But yeah, that season he had, bro, that was crazy, dog.
Nah, the reason I remember it is because I'm sorry, you can call me biased. I don't care, but I think LeBron should have had it that season. That boy was a monster that season. I don't care what no one says.
For sure.
Don't get me wrong, Curry was that man, but LeBron was. He was
LeBron,
out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, LeBron he's always been an MVP, bro, but they always find somebody to give it
some
to.
political stuff that they get him off of it.
LeBron should have like 8 MVPs right now.
Guy's a monster, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, so 1-0, baby, 1-0. You know what it is.
All right. Good stuff. Let's see what you got.
So the questions I got for you, they're not hard. They're not easy. But there's something that you can know definitely. And I'm not going to go back so many years because, you know, I started watching basketball in 2003 when D-Wade came in. So I'm not going to go ask any questions before that because I really don't really know the answers to it.
Got you. Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough.
But yeah.
Hey, everybody out there watching, man, y'all help me out. You feel me? Last time, you know, I saw everybody. Y'all help me out.
Put it in the comments.
You feel me? Let's see what's up. Let's see.
Send them a text. His number is 1-800
2-man game.
All right. So in 2009, who were the top 3 runnings for NBA MVP?
In 2009, top 3 NBA MVP.
And it doesn't have to be 1, 2, 3, like in the
just name the 3.
Yeah, just name the 3.
All right. So in 2009, LeBron won NBA MVP. In 2009, he played Dwight Howard in the finals. So I believe Dwight Howard was a finalist for NBA MVP.
How can LeBron play Dwight Howard?
Not in the Eastern Conference. In the Eastern Conference, I apologize. Damn, dog. So he played.
And I helped you out right there, dog.
Yeah. But he. All right. So I got LeBron, Dwight in 2009. It was who was coming out the West that season. I mean, I know the Lakers went to the finals, but I don't think Kobe was a finalist.
Final answer. What is your final answer?
I'm gonna say LeBron, Dwight, and Kobe were the top 3 NBA.
It was LeBron, Kobe, D-Wade. D-Wade had a crazy season that year, and I think they robbed him.
Damn, wait, so it wasn't the 08-09? Damn, nah, yeah, D-Wade did snap that year.
Wade came in 3rd, Kobe 2nd, LeBron 1st.
And Kobe won the year before that, right? Kobe won 08.
I think so.
No, yeah, Kobe won 08 and then LeBron 09. Yeah. Wade could have won 08 one too, bro. Hey, those are some dogs, bro. Kobe and D-Wade back in the day, bro. Monsters, yo. Yeah. All right. Good question. I like that.
1-0, baby.
I like that. Wow. All right. So who was the first NBA player in NBA history to score 20 points in 10 consecutive games?
20 points in 10 consecutive games. The first player in history. Damn. I gotta go back. I gotta go back. It's too.
First, I'm gonna help you out. First teenager to score 20 points in 10 consecutive. I hear you typing, dog.
It was me with the pen. I was just like,
I'm like, there's no way he's
nah.
All right. Yeah. First teenager in NBA history to score 20 points in 10 straight games.
I honestly do not know the answer to this. So I'm going to just go with the first person that pops into my head as a guest. I'm going to go with Bron.
Nah. It was the new generation, Bron. It was Zion Williamson.
Ooh, that boy had 20 points, 10 consecutive games.
Sir.
That boy's another monster right there, man.
In the COVID-19 season where they had to shut down, Zion was the first in his rookie season, he still managed to do what no rookie has ever done and scored 20 points in 13 straight games.
Boy's a
Zion,
G.
no, Zion's a dog, bro. Zion's gonna have a nice career, dog. He's gonna get buckets as long as
he got to get out of the Pelicans, man. He got to get out of there, bro.
That team is no good. Bro. 3 coaches in 3 years. I mean, they let go of Lonzo for nothing, and they replaced them with who they got now.
They got Devontae Graham. That's a good pickup, though.
I'd rather have Lonzo, bro. Like Lonzo's gonna play D, and bro, he put up more threes. The stats came out the other day. He shot more threes than Trae Young, LeBron James, James Harden, Kyrie Irving. Like that's underrated as hell. And he was putting up assists, like 7-8 assists. Like, nah, man, Lonzo.
Thank God he fixed his shot. That boy was shooting like
no,
this,
yeah,
man.
He was. It was definitely Aki as hell, but them joints knocking down now, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
He's at like 38% shooter last season. I mean, nah, he definitely stepped up, bro.
Lonzo, for sure.
But yeah, back to Zion, man. He definitely got to do what he do out there, man, and hopefully step up this season. If not, they might have to figure something out with him.
Yeah, no, him and his team, his close team, they should talk about getting him out of there. Look for them and a trade, something, because I don't think it's gonna work out with the Pelicans at all.
Definitely, dog.
Take him to New York. Put him next to RJ Barrett, like they did in college in Duke.
Zion, Kemba, Julius Randle, RJ Barrett. Oh my God. We already saw him say he loved playing in New York. That's his favorite city to play in. So, hey, man, George is being real. Go ahead.
No. Hold on. You got a chance to win. Oh, you got one more question.
Oh, I got one more question.
Yeah. You got a chance.
Let's go.
Who were the top 2 teams from the West and the East? So 1-1, the West and East, in 2010 to finish the regular season. So the top team in the West and the top team in the East in 2010. Yeah. 2009, 2010.
Okay, there we go. 2009-10 season. So that's the 2009-10 finals.
No, it was 2010 finals.
Right, which was
Lakers and Boston.
Celtics. Yeah, Celtics, Lakers. The top teams in 2010.
You could tie it up or you could go home a loser.
Cavaliers in 2010.
Okay.
66 wins. 66, boy. Yeah, I know.
And 61. Okay.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't. Damn, bro. So LeBron had
61 wins in 2010, bro.
And he had a 66 one too. That's what I'm saying. So he had multiple 60-win teams. That's tough. Okay.
By himself.
Yeah, with nobody.
Man.
With Taj Gibson and I don't even know who else. Drew Gooden.
Elgauskas.
Is in Drew
when he went bald.
Fucking Boobie Gibson. All right. And then from the West Coast in 2010. I honestly don't have a confident answer. So I'm going to say the Spurs for some reason.
Let's go. You got the first part right. Cavs in the East with 61 wins. And then the Lakers in the West.
Oh, the Lakers?
The Lakers.
For some reason, I didn't think the Lakers were the ones. Damn.
Yep. They did nasty that year.
All right. No, yeah.
You know what it is, baby.
And he low-key he could have had another three-peat, low-key. Because he went to the Celtics in 2008, lost, went 2009 against Magic and won, and then went back with the Celtics and won.
No. But that 2008 Boston team no team was beating that team. No team.
No.
That's when they got KG. They got Ray Allen. They got Kendrick Perkins. They had Rajon Rondo. Obviously, Paul Pierce was there. But and Tony Allen as a defensive monster. Come on, man. No one was beating that team.
What was that other dude? Number 42, James Posey. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, James Posey.
No, they had a squad. Eddie House. They had a squad. Bro.
Brandon Bass when his name was mentionable.
No, mentionable. He was definitely a two-way dog. No, that Boston team. I mean, the Lakers, they could have won too, bro. But that was Kobe's first year in the finals without Shaq too. So I mean, Kobe was a monster, bro. If he would have had that double three-peat, 6 rings, he could have.
I would have been fire, man.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That would have been fire, dude.
Damn. All right,
Well,
good
yeah.
questions, bro. Good way to tie it up this week. So
Yeah, 1-1, baby.
I like it. I like it. Got to come back harder week 3, man. Y'all make sure to check it out too. Episode 3, we coming back. 2-man game every Friday for you guys. Every Friday morning. Make sure to check us out. You know where to find us, man. George, let them know.
Yeah. You can find us everywhere on podcasts, Apple, Spotify. Of course, Apple hasn't approved us yet, but they will soon. So don't worry about that. And you can find us wherever you get your podcasts. YouTube, subscribe, please. You can follow us on our Twitter. My Twitter is at @GMikePerez. My IG is at @GMikeMedia_. Buval, let them know where they can find you, man.
My IG, you can find me at KBuval. Hit me up. Let's talk hoops. Let's talk sports. My Twitter is at PointGuardBooth1. You know what it is, man. Point guard like CP, man. It's gonna spell it right up top, so you can find me. You're gonna see what's up, man.
Yeah. Hey, Buval, great episode, man. I'll catch you next week. I'll hit you up. Stay livid, man.
My dog G, it's been real. Let's get him on
sir.
the next one, dog.